Gaming. Welcome to this daily race Ambrosia seed of A Link to the Past Randomizer. I'm the Titan84, and we have here Zekai Wind, Technolink, Mr. Scruff Ninja, and Super Doodle Man, also known as Sin, as we are going to be watching them race. This is an Ambrosia seed. If you have never seen an Ambrosia seed before, or if it's just been a while since we had one of these, as you can see, all of our runners are starting with a sword. We are just going to go through the normal start of the game, rescuing the princess and going through the castle. We will be given a hint from the uncle where our boots are, and every single boss will have a non-dungeon item, as in not a compass, not a map, not a key. They will have a guaranteed item that is of some use. Our runners should be starting very, very shortly, and then we will see if the uncle has a good hint for us or a bad hint. And we're off. And our boots are in the Dark Palace. Some extra heart to go along is okay. Jackal just giving us some love tonight. Yeah, these runners are just gonna go through the standard escape sequence with a sword. Unfortunately, the guard seems to have the arrow pack, so we are not going to see any bomb drops for them. So our runners are going to have to rely on the rats later on, or having to pick up some bombs, seeing as we're not going to be able to find boots again. Our trackers have figured out from a map check that we have a pendant, the Desert Palace, and 2 crystals. But there we have our bombs, so our runners are going to be a little bit more comfortable now moving forwards, knowing that they don't actually have to go. Ooh, Sin. Even more hearts. This is a very healthy start for our runners. There are some different strats here. Technolink is using the pot strategy, while Zeke is just flashing. That Smokey is required to be somewhere here, so good we found it. However, knowing that the boots are in pod, it will be interesting to see how fast our runners get over there. It is decently unlikely to be a pendant, seeing as we have already found one. But having those boots early is somewhat worth double dipping pod if you don't have the hammer or the bow yet. Runners making their way up into the actual escape sequence. Very synchronized on our top runners. And there's even more bombs, as if we needed more. I don't think people are going to be farming the rats here. 6 bombs is more than enough for the early game, and then we're just going to find even more. See? Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So the rats have money. There's even more money, even more bombs, and okay. Thanks, game. Thanks. The rats appear to be in the small drop pack. They do have a bomb very deep, but not that we need it right now. And last item is the hammer. That's very nice. Knowing that you have to go to pod early for those boots, having that hammer really makes that more enticing. And Scruffing the Tuna is saving and quitting right out of Sank. Probably to go south, Chilo. But we have some divergence. Zeke, watch out. Chad is wondering how many runners there are in this race. There are 17. That is just money on the ledge. That's a loophole in Blind's chests. Yeah, Scruffing the Tuna doing South Shore first. Nothing so far. Sin is finding the flute in the well. That's really, really nice. But Scruffing the Tuna finds the flippers in Minimolum Cave, a boomerang, and a rod. I did not catch the color of that rod. apparently, according to my trackers, it's the fire rod. Please give a thanks to my wonderful trackers, Lady Laura Linda and Mabel Kurd, since they are the ones actually keeping track of all these items for me, so that I can actually talk to you about the actual game going on. That's a shovel in the back of the tavern. Seek deciding to bomb one of the chests. And we had a glove in Iceblood Cave. And yes, Scrapnina Tuna is farming rupees for Zora, which is in logic. And the shovel gives us our Master Sword. Now, Sin is going to be following Scruff Ninja through South Shore here, getting their flippers and hopefully their glove. And trackers that it was a ice rod in Minimal Donkey, not a fire rod. So if you could change that out, please. Zeke is doing desert early. Our stunt prize today is bombs. And now Zeke is gonna be following the rest of the people down south shore. Zin is going for that. And Zora has our book. A very expensive book. Scruff is avoiding cat. That's surprising. The man under the bridge only giving us a heart container. So Sin now has Dark World access with the glove, the hammer, and moonbow. Let's Technolink and soon Seek. But yeah, going into desert without having checked CAC, knowing that the boots aren't here, that's risky. Especially pendant swap. The flute wasn't CAC well. Oh my god, that is a bow in pendant desert. That is very, very big. Yeah, because Sin is just going straight for Eastern area. Technolink is rushing into the Dark World. That is Green Pendant Skullwoods, Red Pendant Ice Palace, and the red crystals I did not catch. It's the Hype Cave. 20 rupees. More rupees. A sword? More rupees. More rupees. So a sword, that's okay, but not fantastic. And yeah, Scruff is just going straight for Eastern with that bow, which is a crystal which he can't clear. He doesn't need that fire source to clear it. Please note, Scruff has still not gone to CAC. He hasn't got his flute yet, or Moonpearl. And that's a bug net, which Captain Link is not going to pick up. While Technolink is heading into Pod straight away, Sin is going west to see what the race game has for us. Zeke is also heading straight to Pod. Yeah, unfortunately, our tracker is having some hiccups. Not the actual trackers, so it's the usual. The game here, but for Zen, might have something. Just some arrows. Yes, please follow these runners. They are putting on a fantastic show for us. That's bombos in the front of pod, which means it is bow locked logically. Sin is gonna head to the village of Outcast or Skull Woods with this route. Technolink is sensing that there is something in desert for him, and he is correct. And the chess game has our first bottle in the village of Outcasts. Link finding his bow, and that was about a second or two wait for the saving quit. So far, I haven't seen anything useful in Eastern. The brewery had our mirror for sale. That's really, really good. Scruff is able to do the dark room there. Not the easiest one if they get away from you. Zeke typing out in the big game. Now Technolink is rushing back into pod with that bow and with that hammer. He can full clear this. He's through the dark rooms, and he knows that his boots is in here. And just some arrows on the armor knights. I did not see anything useful in Eastern. But that is our first crystal at 21 minutes. Sin is heading further into Thieves Town. And Zeke is going to Pendant Skull Woods. After his first crystal, Scruff is now going to go to CAC, the southern route. I believe that was an intentional death by Zeke to teleport. Yes. Now, Scruff is gonna find his shovel here, and later on his moonbow and flute, and realize he might be a little bit behind, but he did get the bow early. Raiden Soldiers has a map for us, whereas Technolink is heading further into pod for his boots that he knows is here. Very good for Scruff to actually go and get his... Wait. Did Scruff just leave the village without clearing it? Got some mushroom in pod. I guess that, yeah, Scruff is gonna go up to the Lost Woods as well, and he doesn't want to go all the way back down for the big spot. That makes some sense to do. We have Sick Kid, who's giving us some arrows today. Sing is gonna follow Technolink into pod, unfortunately without a bow. And that is a warp by Technolink to get back, because he hasn't got his mirror yet. And Scruff finally activates his flute. "25-26-minute cat." Classic. But Technolink has found his boots in here, which is very good. It looks like Sin is actually gonna be doing a little trick here with his bottle that has green goo in it. There we go, really good difference in. And we are gonna get a pet check here, chat. Let's see if we actually have to do all the dungeons today. Just a little piece of love. No pet pull today. So yeah, where can our runners go now? I mean, we did pick up the mirror in the brewery, so we now have access to the mountain logically, and also up the mountain. We don't have the myths yet, so we can't check everything up there. Lying down and Helmasaur down. Helmasaur having a big heart. Zeke is getting his bottle. Technolink is saving and quitting to go shooting. Back to Eastern. Okay, that makes sense. Good skin speed there. But yeah, Sin and Scruff is both heading into pod for their boots. Whereas Zeke is going to the top of the Dark World here. We're gonna get a Graveyard Ledge check. Yeah, Zeke doesn't have his bow yet. So he is not going to go to Eastern Pod yet. Some Lupus up there, unfortunately. Yeah, Technolink is going to Eastern, which has nothing of use. Now let's see, where is Zeke going after this? Yeah, this is catfish play. Okay. Sin is stocking up on potion. Since they can't actually finish pod without the bow. Now we're going up the mountain, which is in logic. And Sneak made me a liar because he didn't go to Catfish at all. He went to the pyramid. And he's not picking up his bugnet. But now he's good. Okay, thank you. I did not catch what the old man had. I don't think it was anything important. Yeah, Sin is going straight up the mountain. And we're gonna get some new checks up here. Ooh, Scruff trying to do a bomb jump and just Pixel missing it. That's not the easiest jump to do. And that's a lamp on Ether tablet. That puts all of Eastern and Pod into logic. Zeke is now going to Pod without his bow, which is gonna lock him fairly quickly. Well, he can sequence break it, but he can't finish it. Spiral cave, around we go. Some rubies. We got some checks here on Sensor. That's a hook shot and a bottle. In Paradox Cave lower, and well, technically the upper, but that's the paradox about it. Arrows, money, another shield. Heart and heart. Okay. Hookshot is really, really nice. We're gonna use that this seed. This is Technolink checking the mushroom. I believe that was just a heart piece. Yeah. Which he is save scanning. So he's gonna have that mushroom saved. Sin is heading back to Hera. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you're getting fire locked in Hera, you don't want to go up there. But seeing as both the hookshot and the lamp is up here, that might be what's keeping a couple of these away from going up here. And a little hook speed for Sin, and he's down. Technolink is following up the mountain now. Scruff is heading towards Helmosaur while Zeke is going for his. Oldorm, will you be nice today? Yes, you are nice today. Nothing in Hera. And luckily we don't have to do the basement. Technolink does not have the mirror, so he cannot go further up the mountain. But he is gonna do some boots checks here for us. While Sin is doing Spike Cave. Or just a bottle. So, taking stock right here. 2 of our runners have a bow. It was in desert. 2 of our runners have a mirror. It was in brewery. That is the main difference here between the 4 runners. They all have boots now. They're all going fast. And Sin is going to Pendant Swamp. No, sorry, Crystal Swamp. With that hookshot, he can clear it. Zeke is joining Sin up the mountain to get his hookshot and lamp. Whereas Technolink is going to get his mirror here from the brewery, which he will be happy for that to have. Doing his hype cave for a sword. Sin needs to go to desert to get his bow. And after doing swamp, he will probably head west to do the tablet, and that is probably his best option to do desert if he wants to do it. So yeah, Technolink going into Thieves Town here. Seek up in Hera. Scarf Ninja is doing his Dark Worlds checks. Being slightly late to that Moonpo. But Sin is doing new stuff. That is Myths in Swamp. That is a very, very important find. So I'm not sure. I don't think we have seen Map, Compass, or Big Key. No, we haven't. In Swamp. So there's very few items left here now. I could not for the life of me see what was on the floating island, but Zeke apparently did. That is a dead boss for just 20 rupees, so that might be all the items. I don't think there's anything left as well. Is this a god swamp? I believe it was. Huh. You rarely see those. Bombos tablet for a piece of art. And Zeke buying a very rare potion from that potion seller in Paradox Cave. And yes, for the people that might come in late, this is an Ambrosia seed. So we were given a hint where the boots was. That is why people went to pod so early to find them. We had a standard start with the uncle giving us that hint. And every boss has a non-dungeon item. So no maps, no compasses, no keys on bosses. Now Technolink is going to go up the mountain with his mirror. And then is doing Smith Chain with his myths. That is fair.